Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the 757 Renaissance Man podcast. This is a special episode and it's going to go down for one of my submissions in the Content Creators of Color 30-Day Podcast Challenge. And today I am going to be speaking with Miss Annette Hankerson, and we're going to talk about a little bit cryptocurrency and some NFTs and a couple other things that might surprise you. How you doing today, Miss Annette?
Hello, Sean. Thank you very much for having me on today. And on this, I call it Winning Wednesday. I am better than amazing. Thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So you came highly referred, and I was told that you were a person that I should get to know and talk to.
Absolutely, positively, because I am in a space that is on the rise, on the move. Everybody's talking about it, and so my focus is just to let people know that this is the direction that we're going in. But you know what? You have to educate yourself, and that's the most important thing: is education.
Yes. All right. So, I don't beat around the bush. You don't look like the average person running around here talking about cryptocurrency. So how did you get into it?
Oh my God, Sean, I'm so glad that people ask me that question all the time. And trust and believe, when I heard about this about 12 years ago, like a lot of people, I thought it was a scam.
I
One
was
of
one
my
of those people.
coworkers, exactly.
I
One
worked
of
in
my
IT.
coworkers.
I
Oh,
worked in
you were
IT.
IT?
So they brought it to me like in 2000, and I was like, nah, that's fake money. I ain't. But if I would have known then what I know now, I would put every penny I had.
Shad, you know what? You really said a mouthful. Yes, because actually, one of my coworkers, he's an IT guy, and he came to me 12 years ago and said, Annette, I got something for you. He says, I want to talk to you. And I said, okay, well, what's going on? He says, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? And I said, yeah, it's all over Facebook, social media. Yeah, I heard about it. He says, you got to put some money into it. I said, no. I said, you know what? Because of the way it's going around, I said, I know it's a scam. I know. He says, Annette is not. He says, I'm going to put a couple $1,000s on Bitcoin. Whatever if you got some extra money, put it on Bitcoin. I said, no, I'm not going to do that because I know it's a scam. He said, okay. And so the more I started hearing about it and how Bitcoin is going up in price. And then one of my mentors came to me a few years ago and said, Annette, have you heard about Bitcoin? I was like, shucks. As a matter of fact, I have. A coworker came to me, several years ago with it, and I just shrugged him off because I thought it was a scam. He says, no. He says, Bitcoin is on the move and we are making money. And I said, I did the Scooby-Doo face. I said, okay, well, tell me more about it. And so I had got on a presentation, not only to learn about the Bitcoin, about the other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Cardano, all these currencies that people are talking about now. I got on a Zoom call to hear about it. And the thing that I really liked about it the most is that in our market, it's where they teach us how if the currencies are going up or down, we can make money in this market. And they teach you how to have an investment portfolio as well. So I said, all that is education. And so at first I thought that I was too old to be learning this new skill set that all the millennials were talking about. And my kid says, oh, Mom, you need to get it. You need to get a hold of this because right now, it's going through the roof, but you got to know what you're doing once again. And then what really got me going is when we started with the pandemic in 2020. I would go into the stores, they'd have signs on there saying that we're on a coin shortage. I said, coin shortage? Well, where's the coins going? And in essence, what I found out is that we're going towards a cashless society right now, and people
Mhm.
want you to use a chip that you have on your phone to pay for purchases, or if you have Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, that is a preferred method right now because people are no longer carrying cash.
Mhm.
And so again, me being old school, I'm like, okay, you mean I don't have to write checks anymore? He said, even my
You
mom
know,
said.
I haven't seen anybody write a check in the grocery store. Remember they used to hold up the line and then you had to have all your IDs and all that? I haven't seen that in years.
Shot, but you know what? And but what happened after that is that they started taking the check and they would scan it through their machine
Mhm.
and give
And
it
they'll
back
know
to you.
instantly, right, they'll know instantly,
Right. So it was no more floating that check till payday.
uh-huh,
Right. So that messed up a lot of people. So, basically, in essence, with the direction that the world is going in now with the cryptocurrencies and with the NFTs and the blockchains, that's where we are right now. We're not going back to the old way.
mhm.
And so I'm telling people I know, even my age group, listen, we missed out on the Bitcoin when they first started talking about it. So come on, y'all. Stop being late for the party. Get in there, educate yourself, and let's all make some coins, dollars ourselves. Because you know what? You can't stop what's happening. And
Right.
so I'm here. I love what I do because education is phenomenal. And I didn't think this is something that I could do, but my mother told me, yeah, when you get into it, let me know so I could, have a portfolio as well. I said, Mom, my mom's in her 80s. And she said, yeah, she said, because, you're never too old to learn a new skill.
Well, let me ask you this.
Never.
Now that it's becoming more common, and now that you have different kinds of currencies, how do you know which one to invest your money in? How do you know what's going to be the next Dogecoin?
Good question. But you know what? With this platform that I'm in, the educational platform, we don't have to know that because we have educators that tells you about the next whatever it is. Poke when what is that when well, whenever they come out, you don't have to know about it because you're going to get on the sessions with our educators, and we have 6, 7, 8 figure vetted educators and traders with the company that tells you, hey, this is coming up now. You should go and invest in this. You should put this here or put a little money on this. So you don't have to know. And that's what the Academy teaches you how to invest and where to invest your money. And it's up to you to say yes or no. It's up to you to be able to know what your risk factor is, how much money you have to put in there. And nothing is guaranteed, but again, we have a platform that teaches you about all this information.
All right, so I'm gonna flip it on you. I'm gonna ask you something else. How do you feel, or what do you feel about NFTs?
You know what? Good question. I started hearing about it last year, and my head started turning around, because I said I didn't understand. I'm still kind of learning about it, but what I do know, even on the commercials, they're talking about NFTs now.
Mhm,
And I'm on the West Coast, and so I'm not too far from UC Berkeley,
mhm,
and they were talking about they bought some NFTs for a fundraiser, and I listened, I said, for a fundraiser. Yeah, so people are buying the NFTs and they're holding on to them because one day they will be valuable. Even the Beatles' children had bought some NFTs about some of the memorabilia from the Beatles back in the day, and they're holding on to it. And so when I hear the Beatles family talking about it, and when I hear UC Berkeley talking about it for different fundraisers, I'm working on getting a few NFTs, but I just got to know which ones to get. And then again, our educators will be able to share that with you in this platform on what to do, what to buy. We have a whole course on NFTs, a whole course on what to do and how to buy the right ones, or how to do that. So I'm taking the course right now because here's the thing, Sean. In our platform, whatever you want to know about what's going on in the market, we have a process that will teach you that. And people sometimes they'll say, Eh, but the stock market, Annette, is doing so bad. And I said, yeah, I know it is doing bad. But good thing is that our market supersedes the stock market. So again, we make money if the market is going up or it's going down, and we are taught how to do that in our educational platform.
Now, do you do any work with forex trading too?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. When I first started this educational platform 2 years ago, I started off in the foreign exchange platform because and all that is foreign exchange,
Mhm,
forex. So hence they say, what does that mean? So when you go to another country, when you travel,
mhm.
you have to exchange your US dollar to whatever country's currency that you're going to. And then when you come back, you got to exchange it back. That's called foreign exchange. And I tell people, guess what? If you don't believe that this is happening, if you have a savings account, the bank is investing your money into the foreign exchange market, and then they make their profits and they put your money back into your account
Mhm.
at 6 a.m. in the morning. And you know, when you get your statement at the end of the month, you got like a point zero zero dividend or whatever it is. That's because the banks have invested your money and they have made a profit and they'll slide you off a little piece of it.
A
That's the
little,
market.
little piece.
It's very comical, but yes, I do the foreign exchange because it's just trading one currency for another.
Mhm,
That's all that is. It's very simple. But we have a whole educational platform from a 100 to 400 series that teaches you about anything you want to know about the forex, as far as who are the market participants. They will teach you about how to get in the market. It will teach you how to make a profit. Teach you about risk management. Anything you want to know in the foreign exchange market, we have access to that.
all right, so let me ask you a personal question.
Oh,
We spoke
go shoot for it.
earlier, and you talked about being a grandmother and a great grandmother. How does this knowledge affect how you're going to educate the ones that come behind you?
Well, thank you for asking that question. The nice part is that because anyone can learn at any age, I was at first kind of on the slow boat.
Mm,
And so I had to get my children, I have old children, and I had to get them involved and show them, hey, we can trade as a family.
mm.
Instead of being at the table talking about, oh, about what happened last week
Because
or whatever.
that's what them other people doing. We ain't gonna mention
Yes.
the other people, but that's what the other people doing.
Yes, they're talking about how to invest their money, how to make their money grow. And I said, wait a minute, we got to start having different dinner conversations.
Mhm,
And we start talking about it. And then the thing about millennials, they understand because they're on social media and they see what's going on in the market. And so to answer your question, so we start having those kind of money conversations and they got excited. And then now the grandchildren, they're really excited about because they understand about NFTs.
mhm.
They're all over the NFTs. And so we're all working as a family and we're trading and we're learning together. So we're having different conversations. And so it's a family business because you know what we say that we didn't learn this growing up at
Mhm,
school. We didn't
mhm.
learn where to put your money, how to make your money grow. And so we all now know
We didn't know nothing
that
about credit.
didn't know anything about anything, and we're learning about all of that as well. So we're having different conversations because the great granddaughter, she's only one, but by the time she gets up in age and gets a school age, she's going to understand how to go in there and how to trade because it's very simple. How to read the charts.
Mhm.
And so therefore she will never have to worry about money ever again because this is a family business and we're sharing with everybody. It's not hard, it's just new.
Right, right. All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up, but I always ask everybody that comes on my show this. If a young Annette Hankerson came to you and asked you for life advice, what would you tell her?
Learn the rules of money, ASAP.
All right, I'll take that.
Learn the rules of money because money isn't everything as they say, but guess what? It's right up there with oxygen. And
Mhm,
we need to talk more about changing our family's trajectories.
mhm.
Let's teach each other. Let's teach. Don't be left behind. We got left behind with the Bitcoin, but guess what? We're having different conversations now.
Yes, ma'am. All right. How can the people get in contact with you if they wanted to talk to you about finances and Forex trading and NFTs and Bitcoin? How can they get in touch with you?
Well, I am definitely on Facebook and on Instagram, and my name on both is Annette Hankerson. And I'd like to leave my phone number as well. Can I leave my phone number?
Hey, it's your phone.
Okay, it's 510 area code 754 9489. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. And also, we do live presentations every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturdays. And so, if you'd like to know what our Zoom number is, contact me, and I'll be more than happy to give you our Zoom presentation information. And for those people that get on and join my Zoom, I have a special $100 gift card that I give out, a hotel gift card for those people that do contact me and get onto the Zoom. That is my that's my way of saying thank you. And with people like to travel, come on, get on the Zoom, contact me, and I will definitely send you that $100 hotel gift card.
Awesome.
And the good hotels too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuning into the 757 Renaissance Man podcast. Don't forget that you can catch this episode at 757renaissanceman.com. Also, don't forget, we're in the middle of February, Black History Month, and this is when the content creators of color do our 30-day podcast challenge. So don't forget to check us out there at c4.com. Ms. Hankerson, I appreciate it. I hope to have you back again.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
Thank you so very much, Sean, for having me on.
Anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the 757 Renaissance Man, and we are out. Peace.